Hi again, it's me again, and nothing new or special here. I wonder if you guys have got bored of seeing this face nearly every week, or if you are on Facebook then it's probably every day, but it's not this face that we are going to look at mostly today, because the day is a special one and it's the day of the solar eclipse again. So I am in Narwal and it's 9:49 AM right now, and according to the website that I am following for this eclipse time and date, the eclipse in Narwal starts at 9:50 AM and 38 seconds, so it's not much of a time left before starting. Well, obviously there won't be much right in the beginning. The sun won't be covered even 1%, and I don't think that I might be able to even recognize the eclipse right now, but it's just for the sake of being here that I am here. And let's see, it's a matter of just a few seconds when the eclipse begins, and here I am. So it's just 9:57. We are 7 minutes into the eclipse and my patience has given up, and I've decided to open my DSLR and have a view at the sun. Alright guys, so here's a view of the sun from my DSLR. Even after I went to the extremes and set the shutter speed to 1/4000 and also closed my camera's aperture and brought down the ISO to 100, but still you can't see the sun. So this idea of viewing the eclipse through my DSLR has probably already failed me. I can't even spot the sun in the sky. Okay, so I told you about this website that I am following, and according to this site, the solar eclipse has already begun, and the moon has actually covered a fair bit of portion of the sun's surface. And well, while I have not really observed much of decrease in the brightness of the solar light, well, let's see if I can take to any means to actually have a view. Well, talking about these teacaps, you guys might be wondering that I probably have just 2 teacaps that I'm always wearing. Well, I'm pleased to announce to you that you are wrong. I don't have just 2 teacaps. I have one. This one belongs to my father. The other one that you might have seen in most of my videos, the black one, that's mine. Well, how many teacaps are you supposed to have anyway? So right now there's a bit of disappointment creeping in. I really do miss having the solar eclipse glasses. I don't really miss because I've never had those. I can't explain how tempted I really am to look directly at sun right now. Well, I've actually held this temptation for quite a long time now, and I really hope that I continue to do so. Each of the 3 methods that I try to employ to look at the sun have actually failed until now. Well, the sun has been covered like 30-35%, but I can't really see any of it through my phone at least. Let's see what happens when covered mostly. So 5 months and 26 days ago, it was 27th of December of 2019 when I got up early to view the sun, view the solar eclipse actually, and I couldn't get a view of it because of the fog, and it was, for me, it was like my 2020 had started early. It started 3 years earlier for me than most of the world. But there are actually many differences from that time and today. It was chillingly cold at that time. It was around 10 degrees Celsius in the morning then, and it's about 35 to 40 right now here. Well, one thing has remained constant during all these 6 months or so, and that is that I still haven't been able to look at the sun till now. Look at the solar eclipse again, sorry. It's just 10:30 right now, and there is still so much of time left. The eclipse ends at around 1 something, and the maximum of it would come at 11:28. So still, fingers crossed. So a friend just sent me a picture on WhatsApp where he had captured the picture of the solar eclipse using an X-ray film. So I just realized, while I had warned everyone against using an X-ray film to look at the solar eclipse, well, the warning was for your eye and not the eye of the phone, that is the camera. So I can actually look at the eclipse through my phone using X-ray film if I don't have a solar filter or something. So let's give it a shot. So this is an X-ray of teeth. It's quite small, but it's sufficient to cover the camera of my phone. So let's have a view of the sun. Instant disappointment, I guess. Well, an X-ray film. Oh no! I did have a view. Oh yes, yes. Yes, there you go. My first view of a solar eclipse, and that is using an X-ray film of a tooth and using my phone again. So I do have a view. So so this eclipse is not really as much of a disappointment as it seemed like a few minutes ago. Man, so finally a bit of satisfaction, and the disappointment has gone away, the most of it, and it's it's always said that you get to see twilight when the sun is covered fully by the moon. Well, not a twilight that I'm seeing, but the light has dimmed a lot. I just can't put it into words, my excitement, but the light has dimmed a lot right now, and it's the first time in my life that it's not because of clouds or the fog. Well, it's because of the solar eclipse. The moon has dimmed the light. So it's the last minute before the maximum eclipse, and the results are showing. I can see how dim the sun has become right now, and the hotness of the day is completely gone. In fact, well, I was sweating, and now the wind is blowing, and I actually feel a little cold. So I guess the time is here now, and let's have a view of the sun through this tiny X-ray film, and switching to the other camera now. Alright, so people, the time is here. It's 11:28, and here's how the maximum eclipse in Narowal looks like. Well, I'm pretty sure my camera is getting distorted a bit. I've added the X-ray film in front of the lens, and here we are, the maximum solar eclipse that has occurred in my lifetime, that I've experienced myself. So I would really call it a success in the end. It's not as much of a failure as I was expecting it in the midway, because at that time I wasn't getting even a little view of what the sun was at that time. So right now it's the maximum solar eclipse. About 95% of the sun is covered here in Narowal, and I have got a view, a bit of it, through my phone and X-ray film. So it's time to sign out now. You might have felt that by the end of this vlog my whatever I was saying was a bit incoherent. It was most probably because I was too excited, and well, you can feel it. I have waited for this day for six whole months, and when you finally get a view of this rare astronomical event, you are naturally excited. So I hope that you will like this vlog, and here it was my little effort at well, keeping up with the audience. And so okay, Haider Khan signing out.